The mistake number one that is costing you millions and millions of dollars when you're trying to lose fat is over dependent on cardio alone. So I see a lot of individual when they're trying to lose fat, they end up doing too much of cardio alone. They think that cardio is a cheat code for losing their visceral fat, their belly fat, whatever. But in reality, too much of cardio increases appetite, which can lead to compensatory eating, and that can negatively affect your calorie deficit. So what do you mean by that? So if you are doing some sort of high intensity running, jogging, or any sort of high intensity exercises, it comes with a cost. That means it will make you very much tired and make you feel hungry, and that can lead to compensatory eating. That means you may end up eating whatever the food that you are coming nearby for compensating the amount of calories that you are burning. So the problem is that you might end up eating more food than you burned during exercises. Let's say you run for a 30 minutes and burn 300 calories, but then you get so much hungry that you eat an extra sandwich and chips that has 500 calories. Instead of losing weight, you actually added 200 calories more than before you exercised. So this is called as compensatory eating. It is when your body tries to make up for the exercises by making you eat extra food. Your body is smart and tries to keep its energy balanced. That is why people who only do cardio sometimes don't lose weight. They end up eating back all calories they work hard to burn. So think about this. How many times in your life you had done a high intensity exercises like running, sprinting, or jogging, and you felt very much hungry and you had eaten tons and tons of food in order to compensate for that calorie burn? That is our body's survival mechanism. Our body is very smart to keep those energy balanced. So that is why too much of cardio can make you gain weight by increasing your appetite and making you to eat more than what you actually required and putting you in an extra caloric surplus. And number two, too much of cardio has adaptation effect. What do you mean by that? When you first start cardio exercises, your body burns loads of calories because it's working hard at something new. But over time, your body adapts. It's get better at that same exercises and became more efficient. Your heart, your lungs, and your muscles learn to do this exact same work with using less energy. It means the 30 minutes run that once burned 300 calories might later only burns 200 to 250 calories even though you are doing the same workout. That is why most people see quick results when they start doing some sort of cardio, but then hit some plateau where weight loss stops even with the same exercise routine. That means your body get adapts to the same exercises and produce less output as compared to the beginning. Number three, excessive cardio can cause muscle loss. This is one of the most important things that I had personally seen in myself in my early journeys, and I had seen in most of our executive clients before they start working with us. So excessive cardio can cause muscle loss. Your body needs energy when you exercise, right? It can get this energy from fat or from muscle. When you do loads and loads of cardio without strength training, your body might start breaking down some of your muscle for energy, especially if you are eating less food too. So, as you already know, when you're trying to lose fat, you have to be in a calorie deficit. So, if you are focusing on fat loss, you should be always eating less than what your body required. That means you are eating less. And on top of that, if you are combining that with too much of excessive cardio, it can lead to muscle loss because your body does not have enough input to give energy. Why? Because we are eating less. We are on a fat loss journey, right? So there is a high chance of breaking down muscle mass to give you energy if you are doing too much of excessive cardio without focusing on strategic strength training. And this is a problem because number one, muscle burn calories all day long, even when you are sleeping or watching TV. That means muscle is more metabolically active. That means if you are having more muscle mass, you will lose fat faster and you tend to burn calories even while you are sitting. And also, less muscle mass means your body burns fewer calories. every day. And fewer calories burns make it harder to lose those weight. So if you lose muscle while trying to lose fat, your body will burn fewer calories each day, making it harder to keep losing weight or keep that weight off. Simple as that. If you are doing too much of cardio without proper strength training and you are on a calorie deficit, there is high chance of you losing those muscle mass. And if you lose muscle mass, it will make you to burn fewer calories each day and trying to make it harder to lose that weight or keep that weight off. And the mistake number 2, underestimating the cost of chronic stress. So if you are having too much of chronic stress or if you are having too much of stress, it can raise your cortisol level, which can release appetite, particularly for high caloric comfort food. And also if you are having too much of stress, it can impair insulin sensitivity, making your body more likely to store fat rather than burn it. And if you are having too much stress, it can slow down your metabolic rate by conserving energy when under persistent stress, effectively lowering your metabolic rate. And not only that, most important thing, too much of stress can cause stress eating. That means too many folks cope with stress by consuming calorie dense, nutrient poor foods that provides temporary emotional relief. So most of you are coping your stress with any sort of high calorie dense food, right? And too much stress can disrupt your sleep cycle. Stress often interferes with the sleep quality, and poor sleep is strongly linked to weight gain through hormonal challenges and increased hunger. Right? If you don't have a high quality proper sleep, it is very much hard for you to lose those excess stubborn visceral fat, belly fat, excess weight. These are some of the daily practices that you can follow. So these are some of the practices that we make our clients to do that. Number 1 is schedule 10 to 15 minutes of deliberate relaxation. Either that can be meditation, deep breathing. And number 2, you can take brief cortisol breaks when feeling stressed. It can be 3 to 5 slow breaths. And number 3, you can do moderate exercises. That means excessive intensity can raise cortisol further as well. So if you are doing too much of high intensity exercises, you can slow down and reduce the intensity as well. You can spend your time in nature and also you can have more social connection. So this can help you reduce stress hormone production as well. So if you had done this and if you don't see any significant results, I highly recommend you to go on a supplementation protocol. So you can have this supplementation protocol. So these are the supplement protocol that we give our executives, as they don't have that much time to follow the daily practices, and some of them might had followed in the past but they haven't seen the results. So we make them to follow this supplementation protocol. These are the some of the highly scientifically studied supplements that can help you focus on more sleep, reduce your stress so that you can able to lose those visceral fat faster.